Hey everyone, and welcome to Starbirds. Since it's Friday, I thought it fitting that since we're not seeing Dorf Romantic, I figured it would be nice to see the newest game of Dorf Romantic's developer, Starbirds. So today we are taking a look at this game. At its core, it is a witty resource management game. We play as these birds that has obviously mastered spaceflight, and we traveled from sector to sector simply harvesting resources. And once we reach our goal, we fly on to the next one. I have completed the demo and I didn't see any way to actually reset it, so we are just going to do it more or less manually here and play the different scenes and just restart the levels as we get to them. So let's start with the prologue. Alright, so we get a little sense of the humor in the game as well. I do like how they, after they learned to work together back in the dawn of time, that we have now mastered spaceflight and we have fully automated hatcheries, and apparently we just get hatched and are instantly drawn to coffee, and we are now the captain of this spaceship. So, we are going to go into this first world here. I do believe there is some story, so let's see. Yep, there we go. Not sure if I can read it out. I think it should be at least outside. Is that the same? Looks like the same one. Yes, we've seen it. I don't know why it would show it again. Okay, here we go. Captain, gather around, flock. I have a few words to say, for now begins our great mission. This is rust. This should be some good squawking. Today we embark on a journey for the good of all bird kind. In the past we locked wings and reached for the first mango, but today we reached for the stars. Mangoes do not power starships. We need rare earth fruits, iron and silicon fruits that power dreams. That's a mighty fine speech in all cap, but what's our actual mission here and now? Right, Ruth. Actually, we need to make a quick stop to fill up on supplies before we can continue. At ease, everyone. Let's get to work. Good hustle. Sablina Sector 1 hatched. We're here, Flock. These asteroids look promising. Initiate landing. How does this work again? Not the red button. Maybe his cryo egg got cooked on the way out here. I'm fine, Stella. Just walk me through the controls. I'm not familiar with this model. Just pay attention to the instructions, Cap, and you won't put a claw wrong. Probably. Listen up, Flock. According to my notes, we should start with this quest. So we get quests over here, and we can always click one whenever they show up. And we need to mine 6 iron for this one, and we'll get 200 credits for it, so we accept that one. The captain requests iron. Click on an asteroid to see if it has iron, and double click to enter it. Okay, well, we don't know what's on here, and we can clearly see there is something we don't know, or something we don't know what it's called, and one unknown. But over here we have iron and, let's see, aluminium, or aluminum depending on where you're from, and this is titanium and something else. For now we cannot discover this one, so let's enter this one. Take a closer look, zoom in and out with your mouse wheel, very nice. Rotate the asteroid by holding down the right mouse button and moving the mouse. Very nice. To land, click on a glowing big crater. So we can look around before we decide to land. However, we cannot see where the resources are. So you can't really base your landing on a lot of information other than maybe something you can kind of decide if you want another lander somewhere else. Not a lander per se, but you can get another building that can also accept resources. Maybe you don't want them too close to each other, so we could land here, for instance, and then have another one up here, or the other way around. I think we're just gonna go ahead and grab that one. First, find an iron deposit, then drag an extractor from your building inventory onto it. It'll cost you credits. You can see this one is going to cost us 50 credits. We are generously given 250 to start with. This is titanium, so we have a couple of iron deposits right there. Now, I do believe that these are infinite, so you don't have to worry about running out. And I believe you can also have several extractors on the same one, as long as they physically fit on the deposits. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen anything that indicates it so far. So let us start with building an extractor over here. Click and drag your left mouse button to draw a pipe from the extractor to the launch pad. That'll be this one. It can hold up to 4, I think we'll get told, and this is where you can make some funny things because you have completely free hand to do this, and we can just be silly like that if we wanted to. Great! Now let's really speed things up. Slap down some more extractors and connect them to the launch pad. Okay, I think I will. Let us... We can get another iron here. And I'm thinking we can get a couple of titaniums as well. So we have 2... Oh. Beautiful. We can have 2 of each here. We can have 1 over here as well. And we can snake in between right there. And every time, you know, something gets in, they just shoot these out instantly. Well done, Flock. We've really earned these credits. Boom, nice. A single launch pad can't keep up with more than 4 extractors. Build a second launch pad for better efficiency. Okay, so you do actually build a launch pad. That's fine. Where else do we have resources? Because now we can Now we can see where they are. What are we not mining? We have 2 over here. I believe we can build there, yes. Unfortunately, at the moment, there's not actually any way to cancel building other than just clicking somewhere where you can't build. It's a little bit of an oversight, I think, even if it is a demo. But let's see, we have a deposit there that we could drag all the way over here. And then we have these 3. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I think we'll maximize this one out quite quickly. We're doing great already. Now let's ramp up our production. We need to stockpile some more iron and aluminum. Let's do that. For this quest, you need to extract and deliver aluminum to the space station. Not bad. With all these materials, we can build up our station to earn more credits. Let's pick our first module. As far as I know, this doesn't really do anything for us. I haven't seen anything anyway, but maybe in the full game this will actually have an effect. But we do get a station level. I don't know what that means. But at some point we'll get like infinite quests to help us get credits and later on research points. So just, hey, I need this, and you accept that I need this. Everything I believe will do something, like living quarters for instance. But in the demo I don't believe we have access to anything that does anything with it, but maybe in the full game. For now, let's just, before we move on from this one, let's finish building these extractors here. And yoink, and yoink, and yoink, and you calm down, sir. I just want to build the last one here, and yoink, and you can go all the way with. Perfect. That's everything on this asteroid is now being mined and sent. That'll make our station extra cozy. But now let's get back to business. There are still some resources missing from my list. Let's complete this one first. We get the money. And let's complete this one. We get more money. Now we need titanium and water. Hover over the quest icon and then over the requested resources to see what you still need to complete a quest. Yes. Can't find the resources you need here? Click on the map button in the top left to explore more asteroids. So we are now zooming out. This will be running simultaneously with this, so this is just going to be doing its own thing, which is perfect. Click on an unidentified asteroid and spend tech points to discover it, which we shall. We have a little drone that will scan it for us. Very nice. Now you can enter the discovered asteroid and land on it. So we have water, not surprising since that's what we need, and this is the only asteroid left in this sector, and titanium. And once again, we need to land. We have nothing else much going up on this side of the asteroid, so let's land there. Look at all the titanium and water around here waiting for us. Indeed. Oh, we have these little things as well. This is something we can pick up with a rover later on. This will be extra little credits. It's just a little mini game kind of thing, I think. Okay, so we are going to grab this one. Yoink. And then we are not going to grab anything else. Pen feathers. We're out of credits. That's no problem. These shiny nuggets are just what we need to get some extra credits. Yoke just needs to collect them. Yes, I'm actually get it right now. That's fair. So we are going to deploy the rover. Ensign Yoke, reporting for duty, sir. Captain, sir. Well, this is no simulation, Ensign. You must use the utmost caution. Am I understood? Sir, yes, sir, Captain, sir. I like your spirit, Ensign Yoke, but you don't need to call me sir. Just Captain will do nicely. Drag a path from the rover and gather up those shiny nuggets for some extra credits and tech points. So, now we get access to the rover. We can deploy him anywhere, so he'll just instantly teleport, so there's no reason to drive completely nuts over the asteroid if you don't want to. Yoink, just like that. We have enough for another one, so if we don't want to drive there, we can just pull him up like that. Since we get water now, let's get some titanium as well. And yoink. And get one up here. They do spawn, I believe, infinitely, so... you can just run around and gather them. This is a mechanic that I think it's fun as a little extra thing, but maybe I made a mistake in my demo playthrough, but I had to rely on it a little bit too much to my liking. Okay, we have enough for 2 more extractors, so let's do that. Let's maximize this thing. You're not connected, are you? Well, now you are. And boop. Nice. So now we should get the rest as well. Some titanium somewhere. Yes, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Okay. This should complete soon as well. Right, almost done. The last thing we need to do here is to fill up our oxygen tanks, so we are ready to travel onwards. To produce oxygen, we need a refiner. Click on the building in the inventory to start the research. This will cost you tech points. Luckily, we have exactly 10, so let's get the research done. Let's have you check up there. We have plenty of money at the moment, so... but we do need tech points if we wanted to build another launch pad. No, we do not. That's only the first one. So technically we could build the rest here. Do we have anything else? Yeah, I think we only have those 2 left that we are not actually using. Okay. Well, just for fun, we don't really need to do this. Boop. And boop. So now everything is being mined. Excellent news! I've completed the research. I need to build a refiner for you. Claim the quest rewards. There we go. We have ourselves a refiner. Refiner researched. Drag it from the building inventory to the asteroids. Transforms one resource into another. Okay. We probably want that over here close to this thing, because that's what we need to... this is the one that has a free spot. Let's see, is this water? This is what we need though, so we probably want it somewhere over here. Something like that. Place an extractor on a water deposit and connect it to the refiner. Yes, you need water. I believe there is somewhere... there's somewhere, maybe we don't have access to it yet, but there is somewhere to see all the different recipes that we can do. But for now the game is telling us, let's get some water. And let's boink. And then let's drag from here to here. So now we'll get some water. And it'll create oxygen. How much do we need? We need 4. Perfect. That shouldn't take too long. We have 4 on the way. There we go. Very nice, very nice. I guess in the meantime... we get like 15 when we grab these. Let's see, 35. Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad. We need to grab a few for an extractor, but that's usually what we need it for. Well done! We've stocked up on supplies. Now nothing stands in our way of discovering even more valuable earth fruits. We could see real quick that some missions popped up. Those are like some extra missions that we can use to really spam and get a lot of credits and tech points. Excellent work, Flock. With all these materials stocked and our machines fixed up, it should be a smooth journey to our next destination. I recalibrated our devices and improved the precision of our trajectory calculation by 20.2853%. That's if my math is correct, and I do believe it is. Space exploration isn't about math. You've got to expect the unexpected. Trust your gut. Tell me, Rust, is your gut familiar with Kestrel's laws of planetary motion? Or maybe I didn't need to stay up all night doing the calculations that stop us being smashed apart by asteroids? Thank you, Stella. I'm sure Rust was just joking. Let's put all that math to work then, Flock. To the stars. Very nice. And there are different scores. I'm not 100% how this works yet, but you can get a better score. I got the absolute worst. I got level 1, but you can't get up to, oh, I guess less than 50%. You can't get up to 100%. I don't know what that means. Honestly, maybe just staying and doing more and more and just mining to your heart's content. I have no idea. But let's travel to the next sector. We are still in Sablina, Sector 2, a strange discovery. Captain, I'm getting strange readings from this sector. My sensors have picked up a statistical anomaly, something with extreme mass and density. That sounds just the kind of resource we're looking for. Where is it? We'll have to get closer to investigate. But Captain, there is the matter of debris field. I'd advise we make our approach steadily over a few days, carefully monitoring. What are you squawking about? Captain, this is the great unknown we came out here for. Don't let Stella scare you. I'm not scared. Science Officer Stella, set a course for that group of asteroids. Scared? I'm not afraid of rocks. We are very close now. Let's go find this strange objects. Well, we do actually have some tech points, so we could scan, but it actually won't allow us because we need 10 tech points to settle an asteroid. So we don't have a choice but to go to this one. Yeah, it cost 100 credits and 10 tech points to settle. That's fair. Let's look around. We have this thing up here, which we have to assume is what we detected. Let's land something like that. This rock has to be the culprit. What is that? Great gizzards! I've never seen something like this before. I'd like to take it to our station for examination, but it seems to have fused with the asteroid. That ain't no problem. All you need is an excavation hub, and lucky you, I know how I built one. Okay, so we need to research this, but that's not something we can get at the moment. You're missing tech points to start researching. One way to obtain tech points is to extend your space station with modules. Oh, okay, so that's how we get tech points. But again, the modules themselves doesn't really seem to do anything. We need water. Luckily, we have water on this station. Yoink, yoink. Yoink. Yoink and yoink. We have water and gold on this station, it seems. I am thinking, are we close? You're pretty far from everything over here. Okay, so you are gonna get one of those bad boys and one of those bad boys, and you're gonna get hooked up there and there. And I'm thinking, honestly, let's just get 2 more straight away. That might be a mistake because we might be spending more resources than we can afford. But that's why we're gonna be looking around for these things. So we can get some more dosh. While we get the water that we need to continue. Nice. Modules need taking care of sometimes, like plants. Completing supply quests is a reliable way to earn credits and tech points by delivering more of the same resources. Yep, exactly. And we do actually get to choose. We can only choose one of these, but they pop up. I don't know what controls them, but they pop up regularly enough. Let's get credits. I was about to say we should get the tech points because we need them to do another lab, another launch pad, but we actually don't. So let's get the credits. It's not a lot of credits for a lot of water, but it's better than nothing. Before we start researching, let's build another launch pad somewhere. think out here will do just fine, because then we can do some extractors like that, and like that. That's almost all our money gone. Are you hooked up? You are now. And do we have more that we can extract on this planet? We actually don't. We could grab something like right here and hook it up, because there's only 3 right here, but I'm thinking that we probably need to save that one. I would like to save that one for something else. Let's get the excavation hub. Yes. That's a new mission, actually. We need gold, which we are being supplied. We can actually see right here that it's a very nice little little detail that if it's being sent to the station already, there's this little green check mark. So this is something we know we can complete right now. This one, for instance, requires aluminum. No, aluminum. I don't even know how I would say it. I rarely say this word. But we are not sending this, so this would require work if we want to accept this one. So I'm thinking, same here, this is something we can craft, and we could actually, because we are sending water. But I'm thinking we just go with the gold. Let's complete this one, because we can. And this one, because it's done, and we get a new one instantly, which is very nice. And we can just do the same one. We got this one as well. There are loads of quests now. How do I let my flock know which is the most important? The uppermost quest will get resources first. Rearrange quests by dragging and dropping them to the order you want. Okay, so we can do something like that. That's very nice. Let's complete this one. Let's grab another one that we can't actually complete, but we can set up the lab. Or for the lab here, we need you. Okay, let's do that. Let's set you up there. Water and oxygen. Let us get some more checkpoints now, actually, because we need that as well. So that's honestly probably a good idea. I didn't realize that requires tech points as well to build this thing. Let's get some extra money. These things we are collecting can also spawn green and give us tech points. We haven't seen that yet, but they can. Maybe it's not active yet, but it can be. Let's get that done. And let's see what we have here. Nothing we can complete yet. So what would we want? This gives 20 and 200. That's very nice. That's a lot, honestly. We can do one of these that we already know half of. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Got the lab. That's good. Let's do this one here. And which one of these do we want? We need either copper or silicon. We should be able to go to another one right now if we want to. Copper right there. Let's just discover this one then. And honestly, let's grab this one. Let's enter. Let's set this up as well. This looks like a small asteroid, so let's just... yeah, and there we go. That's the green ones. Yum, yum, yum. What is this? This is titanium as well. It is copper and whatever that thing is. Silicon, maybe? Oh, we definitely need another one here, that's for sure. Okay. Yeah, let's complete you. And we need money. We are good on tech points right now, so let's just get some more money, because that is going to be what hurts us in the long run. Let's get this one going as well. Let's get this one going as well. And let's get this one going as well. And we need another launch pad here already. That was quick. Let's get this one going. And let's get this one going. And let's get this one going. That 4? No, that's 3. We have another... this might be 1 deposit, but it looks like 2, and we are out of money. That's why we get money, because we need money. We need money, and we get both of these, so let us do that. We want the money. We need the money. We have copper there as well that we are not really mining. So do we need a third launch pad over here? We could, but I don't think we need to. I think this one is set up. Let's go back to this one and let's continue the main mission here, because as we can see right now, we can continue this forever. So we need this, and we need that on you. You're a little bit in the way for the rest of the buildings, but that's okay. Come on, Ruth. What's taking so long with the excavation? I want to get that strange object. Hey, this ain't like building a nest. Sticks and feathers ain't gonna cut it for high-tech work. Unless you want to peck that thing out with your beak. No, that doesn't sound like much fun. That's what I thought. Now, let's get going. I'm gonna need these resources to get started. Deliver the resources from the Ruth's quest directly to the excavation hub. Okay. Well, we are making both of these. And probably even on this planet. Yes. Let's just continue with this, because we need money. I know I keep saying it, but we really need money. No money here. No money here. Oh, I guess we'll get some tech points then. Okay, so we need something delivered directly to the tech hub. That's... or excavation hub. That's absolutely fine. Let's get some money. So, this one... will do just fine right there. And then we need oxygen. This is water. This is water. So we could do an extractor, another one right here. Do a refiner right here. Hook you up like that. Hook you up like that. That should do it. We need money. We are not getting any of these at the moment, actually. Let's accept uranium. And let's go and set that up while they do the other thing. Do we know? Yes, we know. It's right there. Looks like there's nothing else on this rock other than uranium. So let us plant ourselves right there. We got some money. And we get more money. Okay, we need some extractors here and here. Off you go, off you go. Anything else on this rock? Yes, right there. I am thinking we'll build 2 extractors here and go real crazy. This looks like a little bit of a potato, doesn't it? This asteroid. And that is it for that one. Deliver the resources. Yes, yes, yes. We are on it. We are on it. And we have actually done it, I think. Let's finish that one. No, we have not. This is not it. That's just an extra. Aluminum. Let's get more money. And we did it. Looking good so far. The next step is to tickle the object with a little radiation. I'm gonna need some titanium. Only problem is there ain't no uranium on this rock. We'll need to get it from some other asteroid. To receive resources from another asteroid, you need a landing pad. Resources, or research it from the building inventory. Wards, okay. I think we can see them up here now, maybe? Or maybe not yet. Okay, let's go back to this one. We need a landing pad. We need to research it. Yes. This is our excavation, so something close by would be nice. And let's get more money. We have plenty of money at the moment, but can always do with more. Always do with more. Oh, you research. You actually need resources to research. I actually didn't even know. Interesting. Well, we got the landing pad. Very nice. I researched the landing pad to receive the uranium. To make sure it's safe, let's place it in a big crater on the excavation asteroid. I'm hoping we can place it right there. Yes, we can. Beautiful. This one is humming with uranium. Okay. I guess I already set it up. Our rockets are delivering the uranium to our station by default. Go back to the map to change its destination. First, let's connect that up. And let's accept this one. Click the uranium icon and drag it to the landing pad on the asteroid. This will reroute the rockets to the landing pads. But before we do that, I think what we want to do is set up another one here. Launch pad. Just like that. And then with a couple of extractors. Fine, to hell with it, we'll max it. Boop. And boop. Because now we have 2 sending uranium, and we can have one going to the landing pad over here, and the other one going to our station. Fantastic work, Flock. The uranium is being delivered to the asteroid. Let's return to it now. Okay, but first, let's do that. Oh, okay. Let's get some money. Let's get some money. We got the uranium. We're almost there. Pretty sure this is the last thing we need to break the strange object loose. We need quartz. I thought so. And that is what's gonna get us the last building, the chemical lab. Wait, what is this quartz resource? Never heard of it. Hover your cursor above Ruth's quest, then click quartz to open the wiki. Aha, we need the chemical lab. It would appear that we need to produce quartz ourselves, and we'll need a chemical lab for that. Let's research it then. You need 10 water and 10 silicon. It even says so right here. Let's get that one done. Let's get some money. Let's get this one up top. Focus on that one. And let's get some money, because why not? Money makes the world go round. And there we go. Claim. Yes, beautiful. I've researched the chemical lab. Dreams do come true. I've always wanted my own chemical lab. Good job, Stella. So, according to the wiki, we should combine water and silicon in the chemical lab. Okay. Let's take a look at the map. Let's discover this one. Let's see what we have. Do we have... Oh my god, is that water and silicon? Oh, it's water and silicon. Perfect. Perfect. It's like the game knew what I wanted. Boop, and boop, and boop, and boop. Let's get all that. Okay. So right here, I'm pretty sure we are already sending all this. Yeah, we're already sending all this to the station. So right here, what we can do is literally just quartz. Just quartz. I would like to send some to the other planets, or to the other asteroid, and I would like to send some to our home, which we absolutely do not need to, but I'm strange like that. We didn't need this one, did we? I don't think so. No, we need a landing pad instead. It's fine, whatever. Up there you go. So we need a chemical lab right there. And let's build one right there. So we need extractors of silicon. We need water. You go in there, you go in there, you go in there. That should be creating quartz, right? You're creating quartz. Quartz, if I could talk. Quartz. And we need silicon right there. It is silicon, right? Yes. And we need water. Once again, you go in there, you go in there, and you can't put you there. Oh. It's not the building, that's not what I wanted to click, but let's just start over. You can't, what is this? This is landing pads. Oh, that's my mistake. My mistake. My mistake. I don't need that. Let's recall that one. It was another launch pad. It's the landing pad on the other planet that we need, that we already have. We recall those. That's nice. So we don't pay for them again. We can't get our resources back, but that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Okay. Excellent work, Flock. We are now refining a steady stream of quartz. Do you need anything further, Science Officer? Maybe a tissue? My chemical lab? It's just so beautiful. I wish we'd brought a poet on this mission. Come now, Stella. It takes all sorts to make some quartz. Oh, Captain, that's very poetic. Now let's deliver this quartz to the excavation site so Ruth can separate the strange objects. Yes, let's do all of these missions because you never stop earning money. You never stop earning money. We need to go to the map. And one of these we can now send over here. Interesting, we can only get one at a time. Okay, so it's one resource per landing pad. That's interesting. Might not really be that interesting, but it's kind of interesting. And here comes the quartz. How many do we need? 8. Okay. So we need another shipment, which is right there. Let's grab that. I've never seen birds gather resources so fast. It seems mystery is an excellent motivator. Now let's take a closer look at this strange object. Hold on to your bird butts. Just gotta lift this thing carefully. Then I can... Huh? Whoa, Captain, you're not gonna believe this, but it's flying. Quick, hitch it to my rover. That'll stop it from floating away. But it's not floating away, it's just floating. Like magic. We have to see what's inside of this rock. It could be like a tiny alien spaceship or something. Excuse me? If we're going to open up this potentially dangerous object, we are doing it in a controlled lab environment. You heard, Stella. To the lab. Command team only. Oh, and Ensign Yoke, you come too. I don't want you to miss this. Okay, we are actually cutting it open. I don't remember what's in this. This is fascinating. Looks like a rock. And you peck it. Oh my. Have you found out what it is? Something not native to our system. It came all the way from over here. That is a long way. And I'm guessing in the full game that'll be our destination. I think we are going to put a cut in here. There is... We can click this. Let's just continue here. We'll see this. Sector 2.1, a little detour. We're not gonna play this. Into the unknown, that's what it's all about. Let's explore this sector and bring home some of the treasures we can find around here. This is an expedition to a bonus sector of Sablina. Replay this level as many times as you like, it will be different every time. So, this is the last thing you have access to in the demo, and as we can see, it is a big one, so we can set up a lot. And let's just, I don't know if there should be new buildings as well, maybe? If we just land randomly? Yeah, we have like an ice extractor, we have tons of production that we can see. This is not available though, neither is this. Okay, all of this is not available in the demo. Neither is this, and neither is this. Okay, so you don't get access to any new buildings, unfortunately. But it gives you an idea, at least, of how many new buildings there will be in the final game. This is something you can, as it said, you can play as much as you want. We are not gonna play it today because we're already like 45 minutes in, and if we do play this, it's gonna be like another hour at least, I feel like. But that has been a look at Starbird. I was about to say Spacebirds, but it's not, it's Starbirds. I will admit, I had a little bit of mixed feelings about this one when it was first announced, because as most of you know, I'm a huge fan of Dorfromantik. It is the cornerstone, it is the foundation of our channel. So I, of course, was looking forward to anything that Tucana Interactive was spitting out. I gotta say, I wasn't sold on this one straight away. I'm not a fan of the humor. I don't like humor in my games. Some of you, if not all of you, might know that by now. The graphic style is not something that I like truly enjoy either, but it is very nice. It's very beautiful. Not some. I could have preferred something else. However, the core mechanics of the game is something I highly enjoy. I love resource management. So, who knows? Maybe in the future this is something we'll see. It also depends on you. I could be persuaded to play this. It is highly fun to play, and at the end of the day, that's really what matters, I think. And it is fun. It is addictive. For now, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.